Welcome everybody to my video. Let's get into it. First step is our first base primer. This is going to help your makeup look extra good and last extra long. I like to just let it sit and dry for a minute before I move on. Next we're going to do our foundation. The foundation is super buildable, so I started with my birthmark there because it's the reddest part of my skin. And then I'm just going to start putting it on my face. I try to do a pretty light layer. As you can see, my skin's pretty healthy right now, so I don't have anything major going on that I need to cover up. So I'm just going to go ahead and continue to add the foundation to make sure I get my whole face covered up. This foundation can go from lightweight all the way to full coverage. So whatever your needs are, it's kind of a one-stop shop with our foundation. Gotta love it. Also, I'm using our buffer brush here. That's available too for you guys. It works really super great with our foundation. It's easy to use. You can use it about 3 or 4 times before you have to clean it. And it just leaves your foundation without having lines in it. It does a really good job of buffing it out, which I think is hence the name buffer brush. What am I looking for? I'm looking for, okay, I found it. All right, we are gonna put some concealer on. This is our concealer one. It's a kind of a yellow concealer. I like to put it under my eyes to just brighten it up. So I use my finger to apply it, and then I'll actually let it sit for a minute. I really like to let my foundation and concealer sit so that it kind of mixes in with my natural oils on my face. I find that it lasts a little bit longer and looks a little bit better that way. So I'm just buffing it out with that same buffer brush so that I get a nice smooth application. And I always get my little T-zone there too, because like I said, I've got that birthmark, so I want to cover that. And I also like to highlight my nose a little bit. All right, what are we doing next? All right, I found it. Here we go. Eyeshadow. So I just use a nice flat brush, and I pretty much always use, this is called Cream Boat. It's a really great nude base color. So no matter what color you're gonna put over it, the cream is just a really great base. Some people will put concealer on. I kind of have oily skin, so I don't really like to add concealer to my eyelid. I prefer just to put the primer on and then go ahead and put this eyeshadow on to just kind of start the base. So I'm just finishing that up. Oh, and I'm dancing. We are going to do a light brown. So this is just a really beautiful natural color. It's called Taupe for the Best. So it's just like a taupe brown. I use this actually in my eyebrows too. It's a really versatile color. So here we go. We've got a little eyeshadow brush here. We're going to put it on our lid. You see how light it is? It's really beautiful. So we're going to put it on our lid, and then we're going to bring it up. Right there, we're going to bring it up into our crease. As you see, the colors are really pigmented. Even though it's a light color, you can definitely see it. I'm not having to apply a ton of it. You know, the color's true to form. It's really easy to blend. And we're going to go ahead and bring it under my lash line there as well. I never like to bring the color all the way into where your little tear duct is in the center there. I find it doesn't look super great, and if you want to highlight, you're going to use that area to highlight, so that's where you see me leaving that empty there. So we're just repeating it on our second eye. So we did our lid, we're pulling the color up. Again, you can see it's super easy to apply, and I just love this color. Like, it's totally like nude, but it's pretty, but it's everything. I just love this color. We're going to bring it below our lash line again, and again, we're not bringing it into where our center of our eye is there. We're just gonna bring it right before the complete inside. I'm just cleaning that up a little bit. All right, what are we gonna do next? Setting powder. Okay, so we are gonna set this look. So we've got a translucent setting powder, and you see I like to put on the foundation and then my eyes so that, like I said, the foundation can sit before I go ahead and set it with that setting powder. Now we are gonna do some contouring with our bronzer. I find that our bronzer works really great for contouring. You can see it's like a really pretty brown. It doesn't come off orangey. It's not super sparkly. So it does a really great job of just brightening up your look, making you look a little tan, not like Bride of the Dead. I'm a little white here. So we're just gonna add that to our cheeks, to our temples, and depending on your face shape, you're gonna be contouring a little bit different than I do, but I pretty much focus on the top, my forehead, my cheeks, and my nose. It's really great if you just watch different tutorials for your specific face shape so you can see how best to contour your face. Okay, so this is my favorite. This is blush number 6. It is our highlighter blush. Everybody needs this color. If you are a person that doesn't wear much makeup, this is the first thing you should buy, this blush number 6 and mascara. It just looks great. My girlfriends that don't wear a lot of makeup, they've bought it from me and they tell me all the time how much they love it, and they're always reordering it. So if you like to wear a lot of makeup or no makeup at all, blush number 6 is for you for sure. So now I just took my brush and I was just kind of blending out that contour that I did. Now we are going to add our coral blush. We have many different shades of blush and they are all absolutely beautiful. So the coral I like to use in the summertime because you know you're a little bit more tan, a little bit sun-kissed. It looks super nice. I like to smile and dance to make sure I'm still looking good. That's what that was all about. So again, just blending everything out a little bit. Making sure we don't have any harsh lines anywhere. It is time for the brows. So step 1, we're going to use the spoolie end of our brush to go ahead and just brush through our brows there. I like to use this dark shadow. It's like a dark brown to color mine in. So I like to start with just drawing that bottom line so you know where your brow is going. So we start with that line, we fill in a little bit, and then we're going to move to the top line. So here we're just building the shape of what our eyebrow is going to look like. And again, everybody's eyebrow is different. You may have a really full brow, so you're going to use less. You may have less of a brow, you're going to use more. So it's all just depending on what kind of brows you have and what kind of brows you're trying to get. So that's the lighter color, that's taupe for the best. So I always use the darker color on most of my brow, and then I finish off with the taupe for the best lighter color. I like the blending, and I do box off the end of my brows there. So we're gonna go ahead and do the same thing on the other eye. And remember, your eyebrows are sisters, not twins. So you have to figure out how to make them match. Even though it's not going to be identical, you just do your best to get them looking the same. So building the bottom line there. Now we're going for the top shape, and I don't have a very high arch, so I do always tend to add an arch to my brow when I'm drawing it in. So just adding some powder there in the center, make sure everything looks even and full. And then taking that lighter color to go ahead and edge off the edge of my brow. And again, that's the same color that I used for my eyeshadow. It's a very versatile color. And if you make a mistake, no stress, just use your fingers. That's one of the great parts about using the eyeshadow for your brows, is it's really easy to correct if you mess anything up. And if you want to lighten your brows a little bit after you've added the color on, you just use a spoolie end and pull it through your brow and it'll remove some of the color. So I'm just touching up what I did. I really didn't think the two matched, so that's why you see me fixing this one. You always got that troublesome eyebrow. And patience is key with eyebrows, let me tell you. If you want those eyebrows on fleek, you have to be willing to have quite a bit of patience to get them there. Looking good. I'm happy with my brows. So this is our perfect mascara. It is so wonderful, you guys. The brush on it makes your eyelashes just look so natural. There's zero clumping. It's just really great, lightweight mascara. It's super easy to remove. It's buildable. It actually has fibers in it, so it's a one-step fiber. So as you put it on, there's fibers being released into your eyelashes as well. So you are gonna get some extra volume and length with this mascara, but you won't find any fibers falling down during the day, nothing like that. Not hard to get off. It's a really great formula if you like to have natural looking lashes. If you want the, more heavy, glam lashes, you may want to build it with an additional mascara, because this really is a natural looking mascara. So we're just adding it to our waterline here, finishing up our makeup. We still need some lips, obviously, but I just love this look because it's so natural looking, right? It's easy to do. It's not too crazy, so it would match all your outfits. Goes with a lot of things. Okay, so we are using our nude liner number 1. It is a beautiful liner. It's so super soft, and it's considered an enduring lip color, which means it's gonna last for hours and hours and hours. So you can go ahead and use this pencil by itself, or you can add color on top of it, and that's what we're doing here. So we are adding some of our enduring lip color in Angel Food Cake. It's just a super glam nude color. I love it, love it, love it. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching.